Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great day out there. Good afternoon if you're watching in the afternoon. This is Trucker News. Let's get to some news stories for you here. I got a lot to get to. Haven't done a Trucker News in a week or two, so we're behind. Got a lot to talk about. First story, transportation stocks are falling. You better believe it. Rates fall, transportation stocks fall. Big crash in Minnesota yesterday. 9 trucks blew over by the wind. An abrupt stop for previous wreck caused a fatality. We want to talk about that a little bit. Sad story. Driver receives $145,000 in damages after being disciplined. And a trucker's son injured badly after jumping from the moving rig. So there's the news. Let's get to it. All right, first story, transportation stocks fall out of favor as trucking market loosens. I mean, we kind of knew, this is kind of common sense stuff here. The big thing is the outbound tender rejection index is not so good. It's down to 12%, I guess that is here, from the high of 26%. What that means is contract freight given out and the carrier rejects it. The carrier says, I can do better on the spot market. I'd rather go do that than haul this contracted freight. So tender rejections are down. It says they're a proxy for trucking capacity. And that's true. They kind of show you what's going on. When the spot market's hot, nobody wants to pull that contract freight, but when there's no freight to haul, they'll take that contract freight. No real news there to me, just an interesting story. Minnesota, let's talk about this. In Minnesota, yesterday, on April the 12th, MnDOT announced that northbound I-35, I love this, I'm reading this directly from CDL Life, by the way, announced that northbound I-35 south, how you northbound on 35 south? I don't get it. And Faribault is closed and detoured. That's like about 30-40 miles south of Minneapolis. That's one of the roughest parts in the country to me, that I-35 and around Faribault. If you go back a couple months ago, I did a story about, freeway and big, like 10-car pile up, It's just a rough spot right there. It's always windy through there. Boy, the snow just builds and builds there. But I guess these were blown over to, according to CDL, if this was a wind event. It says, isn't clear if anyone was injured. Plan ahead, slow down, watch for emergency responders. I-35 southbound remains open, MnDOT said. Okay, so got some conflict of interest there. This dude, if you go to CDL Life, Nick Stafer, he was putting it on Twitter, so you could see what was going on from Twitter. But big crash there in Faribault. It's always a mess right there, It's just a bad area right there. Sad story here. Trucker has passed away. An abrupt stop for previous wreck causes load to fatally pierce cab. The picture of this is crazy. Driver, the whole cab on this Columbia is just ripped apart by, it looks like he was hauling steel beams and steel pipes. And they're just all up in the driver area. It's bad. It says the truck driver is dead after his load pierced his cab during an abrupt stop in icy conditions early on Tuesday morning. Whew, man, when you think you got enough securement, maybe put some more on there. The crash happened in Uinta County. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Wyoming, just before 2 a.m. on the westbound I-80. 47-year-old Enrique Lozara Castro crested a hill on I-80 in icing conditions and then braked to avoid previous crashes. As he braked, his trailer hauling heavy metal piping and I-beams jackknifed, causing the rig to slide off the road. The truck tires then became lodged in the soft dirt on the side of the road, causing the truck to come to an abrupt stop. The stop caused the heavy load to become dislodged and the metal pierced through the cab. Man, that is a bummer. That is a bummer. Prayers for that guy's family, man. That is a bummer. That is a bummer. Nothing you can do, man. You know, like, you just never know. You just never know. Here's an interesting story. A driver receives $145,000 in damages after being disciplined and fired for refusing to drive sick or tired. Come on with that. Come on with that. It says two truckers will be awarded more than $145,000 in back wages and damages after their company disciplined and fired for refusing to drive while fatigued and sick. So there you go, guys. If you are genuinely sick and or tired, just know that if they fire you, lawyer up. You know what I mean? Call Saul. According to news release, 2 employees of Transdev Services Inc. were issued disciplinary points after they reported their inability to operate the vehicle because they felt too sick or fatigued to drive. The disciplinary points led to the firing of one of the drivers in question. Employees who report workplace safety concerns are protected by federal law against retaliation of any kind, explained OSHA Regional Administrator James D. Wolf said. So there you go, guys. Just know that if you get fired because you can't drive and you're too tired and they take it out on you and you're an employee, time to call OSHA. Time to call OSHA. Let's see. Here's a news story. Trucker's son seriously injured after bailing out of moving rig. Wow. I mean, what a story. Jumped out of a moving rig. It says a truck driver's adult son was seriously injured in New Jersey over the weekend after bailing out of a moving truck. According to the incident happened just before 6 p.m. on Saturday, April 2nd in Riverdale, New Jersey. According to Morris Daily Voice, 27-year-old David Chavez was a passenger in the Kenworth truck hauling a flatbed trailer driven by his father when he exited the vehicle on southbound Route 287 at the milepost 53. Chavez hit the pavement and sustained serious injuries. Yeah, I would think you're going to get some injuries if you jump out of a moving truck. Said several passing motorists stopped to help Chavez, who was soon transported to a nearby hospital after first responders struggled to get a pulse. Damn near killed the guy. Wrecked him. Damn near killed him. Luckily he wasn't struck by anyone, the responder said. The driver of the truck, Chavez's father, told first responders that his son had just opened the door out of nowhere. Wow. Just pop the door open and make a jump for it. That must have been one stinky fart his dad cut. I'm just saying, you know, you've been in the car, you know, they roll up the windows, they turn on the heat. You know how dads do you. You know how dads will do you sometimes. You know. Chavez's father, who was driving, told responders that his son just opened the door out of nowhere. Route 287 was closed temporarily at Route 23 as state police investigated the incident. As of 7:30 p.m. on Sunday, no further information has been released. Wow. Absolute madness going out here on the road these days. I'm telling you. I am telling you. You know, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Did anyone see the video of the box truck that went out of control in Minneapolis the other day? It was absolute madness. Car comes off the ramp, hits him, he hits a bridge guardrail, truck instantly fireballs. I do believe the driver did get out, but boy, what a jackwagon crashing into this guy. Let me read this story for you here. It says, traffic cameras in Minnesota captured a moment when a passenger vehicle struck a box truck, causing a fiery crash. The incident occurred around 2 p.m. Monday, April 11th on a ramp from southbound Highway 65, eastbound US 10 in Blaine, Minnesota. In Minnesota Department of Transportation traffic camera video, you can see a small passenger car vehicle appears to lose control on the ramp, skidding over a grassy area and colliding with the truck. Yeah, that car was coming on that ramp way too fast. The box truck driver then loses control, slams into the guardrail, which in turn causes the truck to ignite in flames. State police said that both drivers suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Impairment may have been a factor in the crash, according to the report from the Star Tribune. Yeah, there you go, man. It's a crazy video. Absolute craziness on that video. Yeah, so you guys stay safe out there. If you made it this far in the video, hit the like button. If you like trucker news, there'll be more of them. Be sure you subscribe, hit the bell so you get the notifications. And if you want to keep watching Cash, click one of these other videos. Until later, take care of each other.